Hello, my friends, and welcome to day 2 of the Cat Scrappiness Christmas release. And today, I'm just gonna show you all 4 of these dies in all their glory. We've got the Merry Christmas with shadow die. We've got the Christmas tree cover plate, the ornament strip cover plate, and the Happy Hanukkah with shadow die. We're going to be using the Merry Christmas and the Happy Hanukkah today in these 2 cards that I'm going to make for you, but just so that you know, all 4 of these are available in the shop. I will leave links below, and let's get started with card number 1. So for card number 1, I'm using the Merry Christmas with the shadow die, and I'm going to show you real quick size-wise. This Merry Christmas is nice and big, so you can use all by itself. This is an A2 size card base right here that I'm showing you with this, and that is the shadow die for the back. But I decided that I wanted to use these little adorable Falalamas, and those are again some Gerda Steiners. I'm on a digital stamp kick, guys, just so you know. I can't stop buying them. They're inexpensive and they're gorgeous and they're super fun. And now that I actually have a printer that will print on Copic friendly paper, I just can't stop buying them. So anyway, to get back to the card, I'm just going to start layering up all of my little pieces here, and I picked some nice bright fun colors. For my shadow in the back, that's a brown with some white polka dots, and then the Merry Christmas I did red with white polka dots. I do change this later because I realized after I finished the card that it was too dark and you really couldn't see the Merry Christmas very well. So in the picture at the end, you will see that I changed it to a white with gold polka dots. But anyway, I'm going to kind of fussy around here for a minute and try to figure out where I want my llamas to go. But like I said, this is a 5x7 card, so I've got some room to play here. So I'm just going to kind of mess around with it, figure out my placement. This looks good, and so I will attach everybody down. One of the nice things about the cover plates I'm sorry, the shadow dies. I seem to say cover plates. The shadow dies is that you can also run those through with some fun foam and create yourself a perfect pop-up for your sentiment in the middle. So now I've added myself some little sequins, and I use glossy accents on the ornaments and the lights, and this is it now with the white instead of the red Merry Christmas sentiment. So now we're going to move on to the Happy Hanukkah. Same thing, it's got the shadow die and the word in the middle. And this one I'm going to do an A2 size card instead of the 5x7 like I did for the other one. And I've got some pearlescent A2 size card base. And then I've got white, just a white, slightly smaller sized panel to go on top. I've cut out the Happy Hanukkah from the same pearlescent paper that the card base is. And then I put that, the shadow die is on vellum. I'm showing you where I got my candles from, which is one of the Spellbinders kits that I got because I get them, had the candles in it, and then the base. So I build my own menorah here. So I've got the base of a birdhouse it's an Elizabeth Craft die, and then the slide over semicircle from Lawn Fawn. So I've kind of layered those up with some blue and then some iridescent sparkly paper. So the blue is on the bottom, and then I just slightly above so that you can see some definition with that white paper behind it. And then I'm going to place down my candles. So I've got my one tallest one in the middle that I'm going to glue down to my semicircle, and then I'll just start layering up my candles here off to either side, 4 on either side, kind of going down. I'm just using some tape to secure them to the back, and then I will trim off all the excess at the bottom and then pop them up with some fun foam. And then I'll start building my little menorah on my card base. I thought that came out pretty good. So I was shopping around in my stash trying to figure out how I wanted to build this, because at first I was just going to put 9 candles across the front, and then I thought, you know what, I have so many dies, I'll bet you I can build one. So this is what I came up with. I'm going to add a few little sequins to this, and this was super simple, but I think it's a very pretty card, and I like it. So here's a close-up of this one, the picture. And I want to thank you guys so much for stopping by. I hope you guys have got a few good ideas to go with this release. Head over to the Cat Scrappiness shop to pick up your dies. Also, you could head over to my blog for some more pictures and also links to any of the products on here that, like the Gerda Steiner stamps or whatever, I will link to those as well. So I hope you guys have a fabulous day, and I will see you again next week. Bye-bye.